How's it going, guys? And welcome back to BL3's Forgotten, the series where I take a look at unused and not often talked about pieces of gear to determine whether or not they deserve to be remembered within the modern meta of the game or should be left behind and forgotten. And today we are taking a look at the Scoville. If you'd like to get the Scoville for yourself, you get it upon completion of the Torgue's Marketing Mistakes Challenge in the Handsome Jackpot DLC, where you are tasked with finding and exploding all of Torgue's hot sauce. Upon finding and popping the final one, you will receive the Scoville within your mail. Worth noting here, you can actually farm multiple Scovilles on the same save as long as you are able to read-only farm. Before popping the final bottle, as long as you save quit and set your save to read-only, then you can freely farm as many Scovilles as you'd like. The Scoville is a legendary Torgue pistol able to come in non-elemental or incendiary damage and having 1 to 2 projectiles per shot for 2 to 3 ammo cost per shot respectively. The Scoville fires out hot sauce bottles that move in an arcing trajectory, exploding on impact with the world or an enemy. The Scoville has received a single buff, having its base ammo consumption reduced from 4 to 2. God, where do I even begin? You ever try crack? It's not good for you, it's expensive, you probably shouldn't do it, it is going to kill you, but damn is it fun! Having a high-ass fire rate, a huge-ass AoE, and really cool, unique arcing projectiles, it all comes together to make the Scoville pretty much a spammable mini nukem in pistol form. Which, if that isn't already getting your testicles tingling, I don't know what to tell you, man, you're gonna need to find a different whore. The WMD in my pocket is usually what gets all my clients going. Now, as mentioned, the Scoville does come in both ×1 and ×2 variants. Both of these are incredibly solid options, however, the ×2 is the clear winner when it comes to raw damage. However, it's also the clear winner in ammo consumption too. 3 ammo per shot at a fire rate of around 10. Yeah, this thing puts down ammo like your mother puts down an 8-course meal at Golden Corral. The damage does tend to make up for it, and luckily the reload speed isn't too terrible, but be prepared to be reloading often if you don't have any ammo sustain. Even at a ×1, having some form of mag size or ammo sustain is incredibly helpful. ×2, it's pretty much necessary. Now, when the Scoville comes up, I do see a lot of people actually not being a huge fan of it, and genuinely I understand why. It's a bit of a confusing gun. Understanding what sorts of build the Scoville slots into and what it does good and bad is a little bit difficult because the item card feels confused. You have upwards of 90,000 base damage on the ×1 or 72,000 on the ×2, making it definitely seem very hand cannony, very big burst damagey, with that only being reinforced by the smaller mag size around 8, and of course especially with that high ammo cost, but then it whips out that big schmeat of a double-digit fire rate, and you're just kind of left there like, whoa man, I didn't think we were doing this, I thought we were just playing Mario Kart. But where the confusion I think tends to come is that people expect this thing to just hit like an absolute truck base, instead of realizing that the fire rate and the splash damage radius are actually the 2 most important stats on this card. Don't get me wrong, the Scoville does hit hard, but it kind of feels deceptively weak when you're just using it as a single shot pistol. This gun is meant to be spammed. Again, the item card really doesn't showcase that outside of the fire rate, and it looks really weird for being a spam gun. It is a Torgue as well, so it's semi-auto, so you do have to give yourself just a wee bit of carpal tunnel, but you're rewarded with a really neat gun that kind of just carpet bombs an entire area, as long as you're able to upkeep that gameplay. Because the Scoville is definitely more of a Moe's gun. The Scoville does work pretty well as a plug and play on every character, but you just notice the problems a lot more than you would on a build more centered around it. But Moe's makes it the easiest to plug into pretty much any build because inherently she just gives it the stats that it wants, pumping even more damage into it, having a lot of different ways of ammo sustaining it, and of course, further mag size increases. But while it's the easiest to just slap into Moe's, pretty much every character has a way to optimize for the Scoville. Here's some of my favorites. For Moe's, it's easily some for the road builds. I mean, if ammo consumption is the main concern of this thing, just stop consuming ammo, headass. This actually pretty much used to be Moe's meta back in the day, using the Scoville and some for the road alongside her usual Iron Bear spam builds, to be in and out of Iron Bear as often as possible, having some for the road up as much as possible, and just absolutely annihilating mobs and bosses alike with the Scoville. This, along with the next couple builds that I show, I'm gonna have links to in the description if you want to see my version of these builds. For Amara, easily Unweave the Rainbow wins out here. The Scoville is actually a lot weaker better than a lot of other splash guns for this build, but that doesn't mean I don't find it fun as hell. Freezing a huge group of enemies and then just watching them fucking fold to a hot sauce bottle is beautiful. For Zane, this is one of the guns that actually makes Boresplosion tolerable to me. The way that these projectiles work when you summon another one is just really funny to watch happen, since when it duplicates, it kind of just continues arcing out from the enemy that you just hit in a random fucking direction. It'll kill you even more than it usually does, but it's pretty funny. And for flak, I really enjoy it with a grav trap build just because forage lets you not have to worry about the ammo and you can spam this thing as much as you want. Overall, the Scoville is one of my favorite guns in this game. I don't know if that was obvious or not, but yeah, I love this thing. Spammable, big damage, huge AoE, along with having a really cool and unique skin and its own unique projectile. While it's not the best gun ever, and you do need to build around it a little bit to be able to do more than kill yourself with it consistently, there's a lot of really fun ways to optimize for it, and it does fit really well into any generic splash build. The Scoville is just simply fucking sauced. That's gonna about do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, definitely consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe, all that. I'll be live right after this video goes up right here on YouTube and also over my Twitch channel, where there will be a link to down in the description below, and just under that is a link to my Discord server where you can come and join and hang out. But with that all being said, I hope to see you guys in the next one.